We're gonna make a simple poached cod with a classic brown rice pilaf.
Oh.
Pilaf. Are you ready? Simon?
Yeah, what do I need to do, chef?
Just very finely slice either of those.
Done.
Both of them.
Done,
okay.
done.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna poach. I love poaching. It's a very gentle method of cooking fish. And since the fish is white, I wanna cook it in a broth that's white. Now, usually in a restaurant,
I like that.
when I grew up and learned how to do this, we would cook this in a velouté, which is a sauce, with a chicken stock, flour, butter, and we'd poach it, a very light velouté, and we'd submerge the fish and poach it in that. But today we're gonna do something a little different. I have a little water here, a flat pan. So this is a coconut milk.
Yo.
Yes, it is. Coconut milk. A few cloves of garlic.
I didn't know where you were going.
A few cloves of garlic, some
coconut.
fresh thyme, bay leaf, and salt. Important. Now, I'm not putting pepper in it. Why is that, Jeff?
Because you got the little flecks of the the pepper color.
If you want to put white pepper, you can. So we're going to bring that to a simmer. When it gets to a simmer, we're going to very gently place these in it, cover it, and cook for about 6 to 9 minutes, depending on how thick your fish is. So I always recommend that you get, when you're cooking, you get the same size fish here. So one's not a big daddy, one's small, so you don't have, it all cooks the same. All right, let's get a little salt on the fish. Now, we have a salted broth here, so I'm not going to go crazy on the salt.
Yeah.
Okay? And while that's coming to temp, we are going to make pilaf. So I grew up on pilaf. I know we all love rice. In here, I have carrots and onions.
Yep.
In French, it's called a mirepoix. In English, it's called carrots, celery, and onions. And in Spain and Italy, it's called a sofrito.
Look at this, what we're doing for the education.
So
the first couple minutes.
What we
here.
do,
Back to basics.
yeah, what we do in the kitchen here is we make a mirepoix or a sofrito. We make tons of it. So when we're making a sauce, we just add a scoop of sofrito to it. It thickens it up. You get this nice flavor, and all the umami is in these 3 ingredients. It's so delicious. Okay, to that, we're gonna add some garlic. And usually you don't put garlic in a rice pilaf, but I love garlic. Some oregano and some fresh thyme.
I like that we're doing the basics today.
Yeah.
Just give us some basics. We
I'm
can
gonna
build
put
on that.
A little butter.
The basics are always my favorite, too.
And some bay leaves. I think you must have bay leaf in a rice pilaf.
You love your bay leaf,
I do.
right?
So we're just gonna see that? We're just getting that started.
What is the definition of a pilaf? Like, what makes a pilaf a pilaf?
Well,
is it the
Rice with stuff.
Yeah, rice with stuff in it, or does it have to be?
I don't know.
Noodle or what?
Well, I'm putting noodles in, as you can see, a little spaghettini.
But I've had it without noodles.
Yes,
and what's the thing?
And my mom, it's the same. It's a pilaf. It's just your way of making it. You can put fresh herbs. Some people put lemon in it. My mom used to take these and fry them in butter to get them brown first.
Whoa.
You can do that, but I just chose not to. I'm just going to put them in like this.
So
oh boy,
a
you hear that?
pilaf is when the rice is sautéed in aromatics.
Got
That's
you.
what makes a pilaf.
That's the definition.
And that was spaghettini that you threw
That
in
was a little spaghettini, and I'm not gonna go crazy stirring because guess what? You don't want to break it up. And some brown rice. Now, brown rice takes a little time. It takes about 40.
It does take a little longer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that saute gently for a few seconds, and then you realize how fast this is cooking. This came really, really fast to a boil, so I'm just gonna put this beautiful cod in.
Geoffrey, don't you think that poaching is one of the easier methods of cooking fish?
Very easy.
For people?
Listen, there's a restaurant called Le Bernardin in New York. It's the best seafood restaurant, I think, in the world. And he does a lot of this. This is how he cooks a lot of his very delicate white fish.
Le Bernardin's incredible.
Okay, so that's it, people. Just gonna cover that. Make sure it's on a very low simmer. About 7 to 9 minutes, right?
When I was catering,
how easy is that?
Very easy. I would poach chicken the day before and then fry it the next day. It was already cooked through, juicy deliciousness.
So what else you guys poach at home?
Poached pears are a great dessert.
Oh, with some red wine.
Yes,
oh,
to poach a pear and then make really good homemade fresh whipped cream to go with it. It's like so simple and delicious. And it's gonna be the right time of year for that dish. Like you wanna do it when pears are in season. But I love that.
I'm a fan of shrimp, like just poached shrimp, almost like
shrimp cocktail
style. But even in like a flavorful broth, like with a Thai curry type, and just real low, like not even simmering, just like wisps of steam. You leave it in there and let it soak up all that flavor. You get like the tender shrimp with it.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Really good. Yeah. So, Geoffrey, like with this dish in that coconut milk, you could really put so many different kinds of flavorings in there, right? Like if you wanted to add a scoop of curry to it.
Saffron.
Saffron, anything like that.
Anything,
that would
but
be
the
really
key to
tasty.
The tube ginger, the tube lemongrass, the
absolutely,
tube garlic
right in
would
there.
do great in there.
But you have to remember that you're not trying to you're trying to keep the fish white. And it really is gentle. The fat in the coconut milk just softens the fish, really cooks
Do you ever
it.
flip in the poach? Would you
I don't.
flip?
I just do this, you
Probably
know?
so gentle, huh?
Yep, you
Or
get
just a little spoon over.
A little splash.
And then steams on the top.
Can't wait to see this.
Okay, really important.
More butter.
Whole butter, cover with hot stock, and then you can let this, you have to cover it, you let this simmer for 45 minutes.
Oh.
When we come back, we're gonna do a little magic to stick around.
Come on.
Look at that. Okay, we're back with dishes and essential cooking tips everybody should know. I'm sharing my secrets for a perfectly poached fish every single time. Every single time.
Guaranteed?
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
What do we do? What do we do here?
Visually, I feel it's a braise.
It's a poach because it's half submerged, and what we did, remember, we seasoned this coconut milk, a little water, garlic, bay leaf, and some thyme and salt. And we didn't put anything that will darken the fish because we want it to look white. And if you can
your
see,
poach can be a braise, but your braise can't be a poach.
That's
so
true.
it's about 7 to 9
Preach.
minutes, but you never know. You got to go in. What you go in with is a cake tester, and you put it in the
these.
thickest part of the biggest fish. 5 seconds.
Sure.
And you put it.
On your lip.
Bottom of your lip is the most sensitive
Ooh,
part
let
of
me
your
have
body.
a bite.
All right, so I think that needs another.
Well, what are you
Second.
looking
Where are you
for? What
supposed
do
to
you
feel?
feel?
Okay, so it's a temperature gauge. It should be about 120, 115 to 120 interior. So if it feels a little warm, you know it's above 98, right? Has to be in order for you to feel it. So we're gonna let that hang out. I think it's gonna be carryover. It's gonna be perfect. So our rice. Are you ready for the rice? This is a debut rice.
Is this the new cool
This is
guy
the
in
new.
town?
This is a new cool guy in
Oh,
town.
hey.
Okay.
Oh, Petey Pilaf. There it is. Can't see.
Pilaf.
This is the most important right here. Boom.
Jeepers,
Boom.
creepers. A lot
Throw
of
it in
blue
there.
A little bit of scallion in that.
Just a little.
Now I haven't touched it. As you notice, it's like almost looks like a flat top. You know when it cooks.
Yeah, I love
And then I'm just gonna fork it.
You're gonna fluff it up.
Flake
with
it,
the fork.
fork it. You
And
got
that butter.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
Wow. Now,
Look at
you
that.
cooked it with butter, too. So it's
yes.
a twice butter
And then
application.
we're ready. So how do I serve this in my house?
Right out of the pot.
Right in this pot.
That's right, baby.
That's my guy.
Because it stays hot. It's cast iron enamel.
Hey, it's pretty, too. Look
Okay.
at that beautiful blue
it's
hue.
really
So
nice.
pretty.
On top too.
Okay,
So
more of those.
pretty.
All right, let's go back to the fish.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Jeez, he took y'all's
Question.
utensils away.
What if you use the cake tester about the method you're about to do?
Yes.
Put it up there. You got a soul patch.
What if you have a soul patch?
Yeah. You're looking cool. You just got off tour.
I have no answer
put
for
it
that.
on your nose or your earlobe, Jeff.
You know?
Put it on
I
a gentle piece of cartilage.
I cannot wait to
Jeffrey,
try this.
are you looking to take some of that poaching liquid as a sauce, or you just want to remove it?
Just remove it.
I want that sauce.
A little bit of.
Can I taste some of that sauce?
Hold on a second. And I like to hit all my fish with an acid at the very end, and then some fresh chives.
This guy.
Beautiful.
Look at
I
this.
bet you that your daughter
Look
would
what a
love this
nice
fish
li-
cooked this
Oh,
way.
yeah. She
Oh
loves
my
fish.
God.
She does like
Save
fish,
the
right?
sauce.
Yeah.
Just save it and do something with it. It's so good.
Is it so good?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You want a ladle? You want to taste the sauce?
I'll have it on here.
Yeah, it's so good.
That fish is so delicate.
I can tell.
But where it's really at is this pilaf. The pilaf is spectacular.
Dude.
I mean, it's so buttery. And having that little bit of carrot in there and the onions really gives it so much flavor. Jeffrey, I mean, I never doubt you. But when it comes to a basic, like, you
is
just
easy.
knock it out of the park. It is
Thank you.
poached to perfection.